Hello, traders. FX Pip Collector here. Today is Wednesday, May 15th, and this is my analysis of the Euro US dollar, starting on the monthly, working my way down to the 1 hour time frame for the full top down analysis. So today is CPI news for the US dollar. Definitely going to be a big news day for all the dollar pairs. Lots of volatility, I would imagine. Anyways, on the monthly time frame, I still suspect that this is going to make a higher low. I still personally think this is going to go up, make either a wave C expanding flat, which would take it up above these highs, or possibly a wave C running flat, which would bring it down to one of these lower fib levels. Either scenario would lead to a pretty big move to the upside on shorter time frames. Heading down to the weekly time frame, it definitely looks like the end of a crescent to me. It looks like an expanding flat wave 2. That would make this right here 1 of 3. That would make this right here a 2 of 3. This is definitely looking like the end of a crescent to me, and I think there's a very, very good likelihood that this is going to go up and make that 3, 4, 5 to form that pattern, expanding flat wave C, like I was showing on the monthly time frame, or possibly running flat wave C. Heading down to the daily time frame, I really think this is the end of an ABC crescent right here. You could even possibly call it a WXY because it does kind of look like 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and then 3 waves down. So with either if it's an ABC or a WXY, to me does not matter one bit. I still think this uptrend is a wave 1. I think this is either an ABC or a WXY of wave 2. I think it's very likely that this will end up continuing the uptrend, and we are probably already still in the very early stages of a wave 3. So keeping all that in mind, let's take it down to the 4 hour time frame. Now on the 4 hour time frame, as you start going down, I mean it's very overlapping, but there definitely is 5 waves very distinctly on quite a few of these dollar pairs. And then even this last wave right here looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I am definitely thinking that today's CPI news is more likely to cause the beginning of a move down. I think it's probably going to be like a wave 1, a wave 2, and then eventually go up for a big wave 3. So like a 1 of 3, a 2 of 3, and a wave 3 of 3. Now, one thing we have to keep in mind is that the trend is up on the higher time frames, and there's always a chance that this just keeps on trending up. I wouldn't really be very, very cautious about counter trend trading, especially on days like today, especially if this is the end of a crescent back here. You may get what my old mentor used to call the blasting effect, which is when price just keeps on going up after it looks like it already has a 5-wave pattern. So taking it right down to the 1 hour time frame, like I was just saying on the 4 hour, that we definitely do have a very distinct 5 waves up right here. We do have a CPI news coming out this afternoon in a few hours. To me, it does seem more likely that this would go down, that the dollar would go up, and it probably would break structure. I think personally that it's very likely to be the beginning of a crescent that would most likely go down and take out the lower wave 4, probably an A, probably a B, probably a C, and I think this is going to be a wave 1 of 3. I think this will be an ABC, which I would call a 2 of 3. And then eventually I think it would go back up for that big wave 3 of wave 3. So I would be very cautious, like I said, about going short. It does look like it needs to go down, but sometimes when you have a big turn on the daily, weekly, and monthly, like I believe we do, then you'll go down to these sort of time frames and you expect to see a big push down, but in reality, it just keeps on making higher highs and higher lows. So definitely be careful sorting it. It could always just keep on trending up, even though it does look more likely that it's going to start an ABC of 2 today at the CPI news. So don't forget to join my free Discord channel, which is linked down here in the corner. And don't forget to check out my daily live streams that I do for my premium members, which I will be live streaming today for the CPI news for them. And don't forget to check out my membership program that offers the swing trade setups that I share with the group at the time of entry by signing up at my website at fxpipcollector.com. As always, thank you and happy trading.